Now let's take a look from a different side. Sometimes there's users that want to join a particular workspace. We normally think about workspaces in terms of being run by some sort of manager, a workspace manager, and these people find people who might be interested and send invitations to them and get them into the workspace. Well, sometimes the person running the workspace knows all of the people, but sometimes they don't. If your organization has a number of workspaces, dozens of workspaces, there could be a lot of people out there that are interested in what you're doing, what your particular group is doing, and the workspace owner may not know about that. So this is looking at it from the other side. What if you have a motivated individual who's looking through the system and somehow learns about a working group, and they want to offer their time, they want to volunteer for that group? Keep in mind that self-managed organization is not going to be completely centrally driven. A lot of what you're looking for is self-organization by people coming in and joining on their own accord. So one way to do that would be to find out who's running the workspace and to send them an email or give them a phone call. But Weaver has a specific capability to help to do that. And this is a way that a person can actually signal the people who are running a workspace and let them know that they're interested, and then to make it really, really easy for them to sign in. So how would this work? Here I am. I'm not logged in. Currently I'm running as a guest. And even as a guest, when you're not logged in, there are certain things that can be public. This is a public topic, so you could take a look at this topic and read it, gain an understanding of what's happening. There's also documents can be set public, and those can be accessed without being logged in. There's two things they need to do. They need to register, set up a login, right? And then they need to request membership. So I'm not logged in at all here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to log in like normal. But if I don't have a login yet, I need to register for a free account. So it's pretty easy. You click this button here and you put in your email address. So today I'm going to be Sam Adams, and you put your email address in there and you tell it to send the email. And a few moments later you'll receive an email that looks very much like this. It's basically saying we're verifying who the email person is. So all you need to do is click on this link here. And now that it's verified you can put in your name, and you can put in your passwords twice, make sure that they're the same. And in a few simple clicks, you've now been signed up. The name appears up in the upper left, so you're seeing Sam Adams there. Now, if I try to do something here, I'm still not a member of the workspace. All I've done is given myself a login. So if I go to something that requires you to be a member, what it's going to say is, hey, you're not in the members of this workspace. It tells you a little bit about the workspace. If the workspace had a purpose here, it would have that purpose. It tells you who's running the workspace. So you know a little bit about it. This is kind of public information about the workspace, so you know what you're doing. And you might contact these people if you know them closely. You might contact them out of band if you wish. But you can also just click this little button here to request a membership. And this really simplifies a lot of things. So you want to put something here that tells a little bit about why you want to be part of this workspace. And it sort of depends on what the workspace is, and it depends on who the people are. And if you know them really close, maybe you don't have to put much here at all. If you don't know them, you may want to explain who you are, where you're coming from, whatever it is that you think is going to let them know why you should be part of this workspace. And you request membership like that. So now you've done it. And if you come back to this page before it's taken care of, it'll basically say, hey, you've requested membership, and the status is still requested. It hasn't been answered yet. Once it is answered, this could change to either being accepted or denied, and there can be a message around that. Okay, so now that's what you've done as a volunteer, so to speak. Now let me log out and log in as somebody else who can actually, who's part of the workspace. Turns out this can be actually anybody who's a member can actually do this role. So if I will get a notification, and in your email list will appear an email message, and it'll tell you who it came from and who requested access to the workspace, and it'll also include the statement that they put in there, so it'll tell you a little bit about why they were requesting it. So you've got this notification that comes to you, and it makes it very, very easy to then just click on the button here, and it'll take you into the workspace and let you approve this person. So here you have a list of the people who have requested, and you can then simply choose approve or reject if that's what you want to do, and the information about it is there. And so if you just choose approve, you're done. And now this person is a member of the workspace. You'll see that their name appears there. You see Sam Adams is now in the member's role. So it really makes it easy for someone to tell you about them and tell you about their desire to be part of this workspace, and then to sign themselves up and to join the workspace. So let's review what we saw. We saw an unauthenticated person come in, find a workspace, set up their own login all by themselves. There's no special privileges needed for that, and then request access to the workspace. That caused a notification to the other people in the workspace, and then simply by clicking one button, you can allow them into the workspace. So it makes it very, very easy for people to sign up and to join workspaces on their own.